From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set 30 base.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tevin Coleman, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsay. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Murray now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. On first down, Isaac. And some room to work. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back to throw. George. That's taken in by Henderson. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A He'll come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Looking to throw. George to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Murray now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Miles, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 3rd down. George, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, echo. Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Easton Stick as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Joe Ron Williams.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Don't let him breathe.
On 1st down, George. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. From the 31, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Butler making the catch. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Murray now, just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Buda Baker with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, George. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, George. Short little throw to Ebron. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Back to throw. George. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Pick the edge. Come. Back. Shoot.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 1st down, Murray. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, so that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it. It got his man, complete. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Yeah. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. It's caught. He finds Myers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Sponge. 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 No. Go. Five.
Looking to throw. George. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check your hot read. Check 37. Check smooth. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get... Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 11. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Patriots, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.